My God. There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain, to break every chain, break every chain. My God. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Everybody say, there is power. There is power in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. There is power. There is power in the name of Jesus. Hey, in the name of Jesus. There is power. There is power. Olúwàjùwọ̀n Ọmọ́táyọ̀. Can anybody hear me? Away myself away, so you. Mm, 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 mm. All right, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe everybody, you can hear me properly. If you're able to hear me properly, let me know. Can you type it out there? Embassy Ikeji, how you doing, woman of God? Oluwajuwonlo Omotayo. Mamanie, joy, 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 joy. Uh, One day, how you doing today? God bless you, precious. Thank you very much for coming on the show with me. God bless you, Esther. How you doing today? I want you guys to go and actually share this video, share it on your page because we want to talk about something very important. We want to talk about something very important. A lot of people uh, are going through so much. They're going through so much. And we need to continue to talk about different stuff uh, so that everybody can actually get uh, to know what they need to know and be able to perform the way they are supposed to perform. And we all need to enjoy our relationships. Let's enjoy our relationships by the grace of God. So, if you're coming in, if this is your first time on my network, I want you to indicate, I say, this is my first time. Oluwajuwonlo Omotayo, you could hear my music, right? When I was playing the music, you were able to hear it, right? Can you just give me a feedback real quick? Uh, During the time I was playing the music, you were able to hear the music, right? All right. Pedro, Andy, God bless you. Olubumi Oshoba, Precious, one day or more. Oluwatowo, God bless you. Victor Adeyemi, this is your first time on live chat. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to know where you're connecting from. I want to know where you're connecting from. All right. Let me play the music one more time I want you to listen to it and tell me if you're able to hear the music. All right. You can still hear the music, right? All right. Let me see Akinteju. How you doing, my man here? Oluwatoyin. Oh, my brother is from Nigeria. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. From the UK, Precious. God bless you. You can still hear the music, right? Good. Heaven to earth to show the way. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. All right, so welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate you guys, for standing by me. Um, I really appreciate you for real, for real. Um, Now, let me put this to stop. Now let's go straight to the business of today. And the business is this: marriage is complicated. I will always say that. I love to always say marriage is complicated. Thank you very much from Minnesota. God bless you. From Egypt. Wow. Thank you. From the UK. Thank you very much. And God bless you. Before I go further, let me quickly just say this quickly. Let me say this quickly. Now, there is a young lady. I've been advertising it. I don't know if you guys you don't want to participate, you don't want to give to this young lady. She is 24 years of age, and she was diagnosed of cancer, breast cancer. They will need 3,000, I don't know, maybe 3,400 or whatever, for the first treatment. We are still looking for that money. I advertised it, and only few people gave some few money, and we're having 200 and maybe $290 or so. And that's all we got. I'm not sure if you guys don't want to give anymore, or maybe you didn't see the post. I want to believe that you did not see the post, because you are not seeing getting updates anymore. But I just want to quickly appeal to everybody that's listening right now. We need 3,004 or $3,600 to be able to help this young lady to take our treatment. Personally, we have given her some money. Personally, I've done that. I've donated some money towards that. But they are in need of 3,004 or $3,600. And I see that you guys just went quiet on me. Um, you guys went quiet on me. And it's kind of like really unusual. It's kind of like something, strange, because we have raised a lot of money on this platform. We have given to so many people. We have saved a lot of homes, saved a lot of lives. So I believe that you guys didn't get that update. You didn't get to see it. But if you want me to go back and repost it, I will definitely do that. If it's still available, if it's not, if it has not, if they have not removed it, I'm going to go back and post. Let me check right here. Let me quickly check right here if I can see it. Listen to this music until I'm back. I'm going to be back. All right, I got it. I am going to put it inside the chat box. For those who are willing, you want to do something, please kindly do it. Because, see, it's very important for us to save this life. She is 24 years of age. Hmm, what happened? Okay, right there. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to pin it to the wall. You all can see it. You can see it right there. It's at the bottom of the chat box right there. I just pinned it to the wall. So I want to quickly just appeal to all of us. $10, $20, $100, $1,000. It's not too much to give, to this wonderful young lady that I feel we need to save her life. Um, do whatever you can do. There is no amount that is too small to be able to bless someone like that. All right. We still have a lot of families that are going through so much, hungry. homeless, the begging for house rent, begging for food, children's school fees, medical supply, and all that. And we've been doing it, we've been doing it, we've been doing it. And you know me for that. I will not stop, even if I'm gonna donate. If it's gonna be $10, $15, I will give it out. I'm gonna give it out to somebody. And I don't give it out on my name all the time. I give it out on the name of the Raw family. All the time I will say the Raw family is donating this or donating that, because you guys, for the past few years, we have been given. Yes, I think I saw it too. I could see $3. It's supposed to be 3,400 or 3,600. I must have made a mistake. Somebody pointed that out to me also, Sister Yewande. Thank you for that. I'm going to adjust that. So if you have anything you want to give, please go ahead to that link right now and let's just donate quickly. Donate quickly as we are going to be going into the program for today. I'm going to talk about it later down the road when we're done. All right. Now, I want to just officially inform everybody that I'm in Houston right now. I moved from New York City. I moved from New York City to Houston. From New York City to Houston, even though it's going to be one leg here and one leg over there. I feel so good. I feel so good right now. I sleep a lot. I wake up. I do what I got to do. I take my counseling sessions, and you know, there is enough time for me to walk around the street to do my morning exercise. I do 5 miles a day. I do 5 miles a day. That's what I do. I walk around, and then I will end up at the Starbucks. I'll end up at Starbucks, and I will sit at the Starbucks. I will drink green tea. I will drink my green tea in the morning there. I will talk on the phone for a while, and then I will walk all the way back home to complete my 5 miles every day. And there's this app on my phone that will always congratulate me that you have been able to reach your target for the day. Because I am targeting my belly, I'm targeting my strength, I'm targeting high blood pressure, I'm targeting cholesterol. I'm targeting cholesterol. So, and I have later found out that all these things are actually not really, under control. It's been a while since I take my medication for high blood pressure and all that. I still keep that of the cholesterol, but for the high blood pressure, I've not taken it for a while. I feel so good. I just got back right now. I just got back, walking and all that stuff. I feel so good in my body. I'm enjoying it because, I don't have to run around and be looking for $5,000 to pay bills. I don't have to run around the place start looking for $5,000 to pay bills. Or my car insurance in New York is $380 on one car. In Houston, Texas, my car insurance is $65. $65. Think about $390 to $65. You see the kind of relief you're gonna get that you just sleep off. Like, you know what? You are not under any kind of pressure. In that kind of a case, you just wake up in the morning and say, "Thank you, Jesus." You say, "Thank you, Jesus." It's because you see everything is under control. $390 to $65. You can never beat that. And then you look at the kind of houses we live in New York. It's kind of like tiny little houses and stuff and everything. And then you come down here, there is so much space for the children to play in their own wing over there. You might not even see them. Daddy and mommy's room is on the other side, all way on the other side. The backyard is so big enough for you to play around and jump around. When you go outside to the front yard, you have all kinds of stuff. You press a button, your garage doors will flip open. You can open your garage door from New York City. I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you guys. You're going to actually get the app, And you can actually stay in New York City and somebody wants to drop off something for you. You're going to actually tell the person to stay in front of the garage and you open the garage door for that person. And then the person will put whatever in there and you're looking at the person on the camera. For real. It's cool. It's so cool. At the end of the day, you are actually having so much peace. There's no running all around the place, no jumping around and, looking for parking. Now you have you got a car. All right. Now you believe that having a car is actually the ultimate. It's not. Now you're going to start looking for parking. You can't get parking in New York City when you go to greet people. You might park your car right here. Somebody can take your car away. They can tow your car. Or maybe when the parking meter is over, they put the ticket right on top of your car and stop. I collect like about 3-4 tickets like every month in New York City. And now I've been staying here now for about 2-3 months now. I've not even seen the police. I don't even know how the police look like. I've not seen the police. The police I see are the ones that parked on the highway. They just there. Those guys may be sleeping. I don't even know. It's possible for them to be sleeping. But in New York City, the police are just looking for you. You are the one the police are looking for. All right? So anywhere you have to be very conscious that the police is looking at you. And the next thing they're going to do in New York is to run your plate number. And when they know that you are from Africa, they pull you over because of that. Because they know that you're going to actually go to the court. You don't want to go to court. You just settle out of court. You pay the fee and everybody's fine. Because Nigerians don't have time. We don't have time to be going to the court to go and contest anything. So they know that, so they make money. They make money from us. All right. So it's not possible for me to sleep around 7 in the evening. I can't. It's not possible. So I go to sleep like around 12 o'clock, and I must wake up by 3. Right now, I go to sleep by 7 at night. I wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. You go to sleep 7, and then you wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. Your body will be able to walk. Your body can rejuvenate. Your body can rejuvenate. Okay, I can't live anywhere else. So I love New York. The way I love to drive, same way I love to ride the train. Yeah, I know. Those things I missed. I missed the train. I missed the bus. I miss all of that stuff. But at this age, I'm getting weaker by the day. I need to rest myself. I need to rest. I need to slow down. So I go to sleep by 12. I wake up by 3 o'clock. There is no way. And your body will rejuvenate when you're able to have enough sleep. When you're able to have enough sleep, your body will rejuvenate. Your body will heal itself. So you're talking about you have a sickness, you've been having a headache all the time, and it's because of the New York kind of life. There's no way you won't have a headache because you have to run from here to there. If you're going out in New York City, you have to be there by 4 o'clock. You better get out of your house by 2. All right, get out of your house by 2 because it's possible for you not to be able to make it to the place because of traffic. And then you're going to be pissed off as hell and stop. And when you enter into when you take the train, you see all manners of people, homeless people sleeping on the train. You see, people kissing each other on the train. You see somebody jacking off on the train and all kinds of stuff. You don't even know what is wrong with you. You don't know what you're touching because you just touch everywhere. And it's actually very funny. All right? It's very, very funny. I love New York, but see, at this age, I just want to rest myself. I want to be able to rest my body and be able to feel good and not be waking up by 3 o'clock in the morning running after something that is not lost. Now, New York is a beautiful, nice, beautiful place, but see, I'm looking for peace right now. I can always go to New York. I'm going to be going to New York anyway. I have to be in New York 2 times in a month. I have to stay in New York 2 times in a month. All right, so I'm still New Yorker. I'm still in New York. So I still have to go to New York 2 times every month. Every month I have to be in New York 2 times. All right. So there is nothing I can do about that. I have to be in New York 2 times in a month. 2 times in a month. All right. So, but when you're talking about Texas, I used to live in Oklahoma. My house is a big house, and the backyard, the football field. I just enjoyed every bit of it. Coming to Texas right now, this is another wonderful place that you can live to save your money. You can save your money. You can buy 2, 3, 4 houses, rent some of this out. You can't rent a house out in New York. You can't do that kind of business, buying houses and renting it out in New York. You must be a lawyer to do that. In New York City, the law can actually make a tenant to be in your house for the next 2 years and not pay a dime. All right, you have to be paying the mortgage. You will be paying the mortgage because you are the landlord. You own the building. And the law in New York City can keep somebody in your house, a tenant, and that tenant may not pay you for 2 years. He or she will live in the house for free. You guys will continue to go to court, and the judge will continue to say, I give you 6 months more, I give you 1 year more, I give you 2 weeks more, and all that. At the end of the day, it's going to be 2 years, and the person will live in your house and not pay a dime. Unless you're a lawyer, a lawyer will know what to do, how to go by it, the paperwork to file to be able to eject you. All right, but down south, it's not like that. If you are supposed to move out of a house, they're gonna move you. All right, they're gonna move you. So when you buy properties here and you rent them out, you will make profit here in Texas also. And then Texas is very accommodating. They are actually helping Nigerians to set up businesses here. So many of our people, they own big companies here in Texas. A lot of them. When you go through some streets, you see Nigerian flags on top of buildings and all that kind of stuff. And when you go to parties, you see big people. All right, they are all business owners here in Texas. Business owners here in Texas, and they're doing well. And let's talk about the weather. The weather, oh my God, it's like you are in Nigeria. Right now, the weather is, the weather right now, the temperature right inside my house right now, and the AC is not on, the heater is not on, nothing's on right now. The temperature here is 78. This is 78 degrees. I was outside just now with my t-shirt, no jacket. You can't do that in New York City. When you go to New York City, you got to put your jacket on all the time, or else cold is going to kill you. Now, that's that. Just to officially announce to my people, Pastor Shola is in Houston, Texas right now. We are about to set up a ministry here. It's going to be huge. What we want to set up here is going to be huge. Let me just give you guys a kind of an idea about it. Just picture a Friday night. And you're coming into the venue, and it looks like a club scene with a red and yellow light flashing all around. And it's a kind of a singles night, a place where single brothers and single sisters can come, dance, ask questions, mingle, talk, and eat, have a drink together, and then go home. Every Friday night. And think about it, on a Saturday night, you see couples walking in with their wives. Christian couples walking with their wives. They have a place to come to as a Christian. Christians don't have places to go to. They can't go to the regular club. They can't go to beer parlor. They can't go to this place or that place. Now, you guys are going to have a place to come to. You guys are going to have a place to come to, your wife and yourself. You don't have to wait for the church to do retreat, singles retreat, couples retreat. This is going to be like every week thing. It's an every week thing whereby you can take your wife to the place. So your wedding anniversary will be celebrated right there. So for the people that are celebrating their wedding anniversary, that same week, we're going to celebrate them. People that are celebrating their birthdays, we're going to celebrate them. There's going to be opportunity to dance, opportunity to ask questions as far marriage, business, health, and all kinds of stuff. We're going to be bringing professionals. Therapists are coming, doctors are coming to answer all of our questions, and then we are socializing, whereby your wife, your husband, you guys can dance, you can have people, mingle with people, get to know people, know the professionals, know people that you need to know that will help you down the road. So that's what the picture of the ministry is going to look like. And then from Monday all the way to Thursday, there's going to be classes of the single mothers class, the single fathers class, the widows class, the divorcees class, people that are ready to go back on their feet, trying to find a balance. So we're going to have classes for them in the evenings that are going to come in where we teach how to get back on your feet and all that stuff. And we're going to be educating people that are coming in. You don't have paper. You want to find a way of getting your paper also. That's going to be a place where people will come. We are going to put them through how to get their papers and all kinds of stuff. And then you're looking to actually go back to college. There's a sister that's going to be volunteering right now. She just spoke with me today. She's a professor in the university here, and she's going to be coming in to actually give us advice. What kind of courses can you take? Even as a whole man, there's things that you could do that will actually bring you very close to the kind of degrees that you wanted to get. You can actually break it down into 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you can be able to make it also. So we're going to be bringing all of this stuff. Professionals are going to be joining us, and then we're going to be having a whole lot of fun together. We're looking for the space right now. We don't have a space, and the space is actually the major issue right now. We're looking for the space. As soon as we get the space, as soon as we get the space, we're going to start advertising it, and you people will get to know it, where it is, and then all of us can gather together and let's come and enjoy Jesus. Let's come and enjoy God. To enjoy God in a real way. I'm talking about practical Christianity. You come there, you dance with your wife, you celebrate your wife there and all kinds of stuff. You don't have to actually go to parties to celebrate anybody. You want to celebrate your wife there, you want to celebrate your husband. People are going to be there already. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a club that people can actually subscribe yearly. You can be a member of the club, for a year, and then you actually now subscribe again next year. So the food you're eating, the drinks you're getting is going to be free because you've already subscribed. You're a member. You're a member of that Christian club. And it's going to be something that you will love so much. You and your wife will always have a place to come to. You always have a place to come to, a place where you get the necessary education. It's not going to be yearly, it's not going to be weekly, it's going to be, it's not going to be monthly, it's going to be weekly. So you will have a place to come and unwind, come over and feel cool. Listen to something totally different. We're still going to be using biblical principle anyway, but listen to something totally different. Become practical in your relationship. Be able to ask questions that will lead to peace, harmony, unity in your relationship. This is what we're bringing to Houston, Texas, by the grace of God. This is what we're bringing into Houston. If you're out there, if you live in Houston, Texas, you have any idea of where we can get good location at a very good rate, please feel free to inbox me or make a phone call to me at the end of the show. Please, I need people. We need people to help us. We need a lot of people to help us by the grace of God. So thank you for that. Now, let's get to the business of the day real quick. Why people change after wedding? Why people change after wedding? It's a very, very big question right now that we ask this question, and that's why I'm breaking it into two parts. I'm going to do part one now, and then we'll do part B later. Why do people change after wedding? Now, don't forget, wedding is not marriage. Wedding is just the entrance into marriage. I want us to listen carefully. Wedding is not marriage, and marriage is not wedding. Wedding is actually good. It's more or less a kind of an entrance into marriage, a celebration that will push you into marriage. So when you get into marriage, it's a different ball game. So many of us, we plan for weddings. We talk about the outfit, we talk about the shoes, we talk about the food, the DJ, we talk about wedding dresses and the chairman of the day, the mother of the day, the father of the day. We talk about decoration, we talk about color theme, all kinds of stuff we talk about. We plan it for months. Some people plan for years, like 3-4 years down the road. They plan. All right. It's very good to plan like that. You plan for wedding. So as you're planning for wedding, if you now look at it, you're supposed to plan for marriage also, and that's the most important part of it. Planning for marriage is actually the most important. So people change because they refuse to plan for marriage. People don't plan it. They don't plan for marriage. They just believe, let's plan for weddings. And then when we get into marriage, we're going to continue to learn about what we need to know about marriage. No, that's not the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to plan. And that's why they say to fail the plan is planning to fail. Failure to plan is planning to fail. You have already failed if you refuse to plan. Everything you do or every day, everything you want to do must be well planned. All right, must be well planned. Now, in a relationship whereby uh, the guy, in a situation, sorry, whereby the guy is trying to get the attention of the girl, and then you're going to borrow the Range Rover of your uncle, borrow the Range Rover of your friend to go and impress the girl. Now, the very first impression you're showing is that I'm a rich guy, I'm a wealthy guy, I have a good job. All right, I can provide for your need. Check it out. I drive a Range Rover. All right, that's exactly the impression you're creating. And then you take the girl out with a borrowed money. Borrowed money you take out to a fancy restaurant, and you actually say, you know what? Don't worry about the bill. I got you. I got you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I got you. All right. Now the girl, you are actually creating a kind of impression that you're a good guy, very cool, smooth, very smooth guy with a good job. Your English is well polished. You're speaking American accent that you don't understand, which is good. You're trying to impress. It's good to impress. Women love it when you impress them anyway. Women love the lies. They love the lies. They love to live inside of the lies. My boy, man, he drives a Range Rover. My boy, he's got a good job. He works with the investment bank. He's an investment banker. My boy is an accountant. My boy is a doctor. My boy is an engineer. We say all this stuff. Women love that stuff. They love it. They want to be able to talk to their friends about the guy they're dating, and they want to be able to showcase a kind of a smooth guy like James Bond. You know what I'm saying? A James Bond kind of guy. His shoe is always well polished. His goatee is well trimmed. His car is always washed 24/7. When you get to his house is always nice, smelling good, and all that kind of stuff. Women love to do just to say all this stuff. All right, so men do understand that also. So that's why they borrow their friends' cars, they borrow their uncle's cars, they borrow some money somewhere, and then they come and lavish it on you. Then for them to go pay it back later and stuff like that. All they want to do is just to get your attention. So the moment you're able to look towards that direction, then they believe that now I got you. No, I can now continue to lie. I can continue to do whatever it is that I got to do to be able to retain that attention on myself. And the next thing is just to actually give you some nice, cool cucumber. When the cucumber eat the spot, you're not going nowhere. The moment the cucumber eat the right spot, you're going to stop thinking about the money. You're going to start thinking about the car. The next thing you're going to start thinking about is the guy is good in bed. The guy is good in bed. All of this stuff that we talk about, don't have sex before marriage thing and all kinds of stuff. I look at you guys, how many of you guys are even obeying this thing? How many of you guys are even obeying it? How many of you? How many of you guys are obeying it? You are looking for cucumber everywhere. All of you, even the women are the ones saying, if you don't bang me, I'm going to go. Are you banging or not? And the guy will say, but your pastor said we must not have sex. So no, that's my pastor talking. Me, I must test run. I must know what is underneath your shokoto. I must know how you can use it. Do you have the equipment? Yes. Very good. How long is it? Okay. Very good length. How round is it? A very good roundabout. I like that. But how can you use it? All right. Come and test run. And then they open up their leg and actually allow the guy to test run just to confirm, is this what I'm buying? Is this something that I can die for? Is this something that I can live with for the rest of my life or not? All right. So they want to test run the stuff. And if you are the kind of a cucumber man, you have the right cucumber and you know how to use this cucumber very well to touch the brain of a woman. And then you want to touch them right here on their neck. And then they go like, I'm being choked right now. So with that one, you will be able to win the heart of the girl because the girl is already looking for cucumber anyway, looking for Titanic. All right. If you have a Titanic thing, you will actually win the heart of the girl. For real. So now, at that point in time, the women always believe that it's all about the cucumber. The cucumber is good. And people say, he's a very promising young man. Promising young man because he's got a big cucumber, nice, long, and very fresh, and stuff like that. So, and he's doing well. The guy knows how to use it. The guy knows how to use it. But see, the guy knows how to use this stuff doesn't mean that it's going to be what will give you a long-lasting happiness in that relationship. Sex can, is not, see, Sex is not going to make somebody happy with you the rest of their lives. Sex is never going to give you the kind of joy that you're looking for. Sex is never going to give you the kind of happiness you're looking for. Sex is never going to do that for you. Uh, there are certain things that we need to look for, and that's what I'm telling you guys, that you refuse to plan. If you don't plan, you will fail. People rush out of marriage, or people change in marriage because they refuse to plan. They base everything they want to do upon sex. Oh, the size of his penis. Oh, he's banging me well. Oh, he's not banging me well. Oh, he's doing this well. Or he's not doing that well. Nowadays, it's all about banging, 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 banging. But there are certain things that we're supposed to watch out for. And those are the things you must look for when you are planning. Are we really compatible? Do we match? Is this the kind of person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Do I understand his language? Do I understand his lifestyle? How about religion? Are we focused on the same thing? Do we enjoy doing the same thing? Do we have understanding when it comes to money? Do we have understanding when it comes to love? Do we have understanding when it comes to our parents? Do we have understanding about the future? What is he trying to get? Where is he trying to get to? All right. Do we have any understanding about our purpose and visions of our lives? Are we compatible in any field, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually? Are we compatible? Is she able to compliment me? All right. Can he compliment me? Can I have this rest of mind being in a relationship with him? All right, and all kinds of stuff. These are things that you need to first of all go and dig into, look into, and then make sure that you have understanding. See, I'm not talking about say sex is not good. Sex is actually one major key thing in a relationship. It's very important. It can destroy, it can make. I understand that, but other things, other things that you must look into first before you now start jumping around and say I'm planning wedding. A lot of women, they have made mistake just because they've been expecting a guy, any guy. They've been expecting a guy to just say, will you marry me? Will you marry me is what they've been expecting. And then this regular guy, from nowhere, just showed up from nowhere and just popped the question and said, will you marry me? Now, the next thing the girls want to do is that, whoa, this is great. I've been praying. I've been searching. Go. I found the one. Then the next thing is call the friends and then let's start planning wedding. All right? But that's not the time to plan wedding. We have to first of all plan the marriage. First of all, look at the marriage. Is this marriage, is it the right thing for me? Is this guy, does he have what it takes to compliment me? To compliment me. You don't just want to rush and say, because I've been attending wedding ceremony all my life, I've been attending wedding ceremony all my life. It means that now people must to attend mine. I understand you want people to attend your own, but can you just take your time and make it happen so that they're going to attend the wedding that you are going to be celebrating for the rest of your life? You know what I'm saying? And let it be the one that you celebrate for the rest of your life, so that when you enter into it, there's not going to be turning back and say, you know what, I don't want this anymore. So the very first thing you're supposed to look at is, what can make me to say I don't want this anymore? What are those things that can make me to say I don't want this anymore? And you have to then start looking at it. Number one is that you don't want a man that is going to be abusive. You have to first of all look at this tendency of being abusive. You don't want a man that is always angry. You don't want a woman that is always angry. You have to first of all look for that. You don't want a man that is lavish, that will spend money lavishly. You don't want a man that will be drinking all around the place and be banging women all around the place. You take your time to study. No matter how people will hide their character, the character is like a smoke. If you are patient enough and you are very vigilant and very sensitive, you will find out whatever you want to find out. The only thing is that we are not sensitive and we are not vigilant. And that's why we always say, oh, I didn't see it. No. You saw it. You ignored it. All right? You will see exactly what you want to see. What you're looking for, you will find. Toba farabale. You know? So you look at it and say, okay, I don't want that. I don't want a woman that's going to cheat on me. I don't want a man that's going to beat me up. I don't want a man that is lazy, that can't get a job. I don't want a man that is not creative. I don't want a man that cannot lead. I don't want a man that will be a sissy. I will be the one calling the shots. He was going to be sitting on the corner. I don't want a mommy's boy. And these are the things that you have to go and check out. Is it now? You will see that people change after they get married. When they go into the wedding and then they enter into marriage, then they change because they see this stuff. This stuff is not changing. This guy is not changing his character. He's still hanging out with his friends, abandoned the woman at home. He's abusive. He's always loud and angry. He's always talking to his mother. The mother is the one directing him and all kinds of stuff. Now, what do you want the wife to do but to change? She's going to change and start behaving in another way. And then she starts using sex as a weapon to get your attention. He said, you know what? If you won't listen, no more sex for you. All right? Then sometimes they'll say, okay, I'm not cooking anymore. I'm tired of cooking. I'm not cooking again. And stuff. And then they become arrogant. And then they start nagging you to death. Something happened before that got there because, number one, sometimes you refuse to plan for marriage because you didn't plan well to pick the right partner for your life. You are in a hurry because you wanted to be celebrated. You want to buy the wedding gown. You've been hiring one wedding gown for so long, and you rush into marriage with just any kind of guy. Dr. Uwachi, how you doing, sir? You run into marriage with just any guy, or you run into marriage with just any girl. And that's when you now come out and you find yourself inside of this situation whereby it's either the girl will change or you're going to be the one to change. You will be the one to change as a man. When you change, you're changing because what you're expecting from a woman, you're not getting. This woman can't cook because you refuse to check. I say it all the time. I have clients that are always coming, oh, Pastor July, she can't cook. Every time she cooks, there's going to be too much of salt. It's going to be salty, or it's going to be too spicy. Or every time she cook, something's going to get burnt. Or every time you cook, there's going to be too much of this or too much of that. And stuff. And I asked them questions. I said, was she like that when you guys were dating or when you were friends? Oh, wow, Pastor July, we didn't get to go to the house. I didn't know. I didn't go to her house. I didn't know maybe she could cook. And that's the problem right there. That's exactly the problem I've been talking about right there. And then no wonder the unbelievers are having good homes. The unbelievers, the ones that, we call them unbelievers anyway, the ones that don't go to church, they have good homes. Because those ones, they spend time together. They visited each other. They spend time in each other's house. She cooked for the guy. Was cooking in his house. And the guy went to our own house to cook too. But you Christians always say, come and meet at the church. Okay, let's meet at the church. What are you going to know when you meet somebody at the church? Come on, just tell me. What exactly will you know? Nothing. Then you begin to think the Holy Spirit is going to reveal things to you. Holy Spirit will tell you that she cannot cook. You think the Holy Spirit is going to come and tell you that she cannot cook? Holy Spirit won't tell you that. No, Holy Spirit can't tell you that one. You're going to have to find it out by yourself. All right? No. Eddie Julius, what's up, my brother, man? How you doing? All right? The Holy Spirit's not going to teach you that. So that's when you talk about you being friends. Being friends, when you talk about dating, it means that I visit you, you visit me. Let me know what you love to wear. Let me know how you cook your food. Let me know how you react. Let me know how you get angry. What makes you angry? I want to know the do's and the don'ts before I can commit myself. Before you commit yourself, you need to know all this stuff. You don't just commit. You don't just say, I'm meeting at the church, let's go and be praying. And you go to church and pray with the girl. I remember when I was trying to get married to my wife, pastor would say, go and meet at the church, you guys must come and pray. So we come to church, we hold hands and we pray. And then one day pastor came and said, hey, Shola, you will tell her what you want, tell her how many children you want from her, and then tell her how many cars you guys need to buy, tell her how many houses you want to build. So I remember my wife looked at me, he said, no, I'm going to remember. Èmi ọmọ, èmi ò wá ká bí mi 20. Maybe 20 will be enough for us now. I'll start the football team. Then we started laughing, because me and my wife, we got to meet when we were not born again. I smoke my cigarette, I drink my beer, I do whatever. She would come there to light my cigarette for me. So we were together. We were together. So when we became born again together, we came into church. It was a different ball game. We were just laughing, like, how many you get it? How many you understand nothing? So at the end of the whole story, after we finish praying, we will go home. We'll go home, and then for us to meet again next week Friday. Or we meet next week Friday. But we didn't tell the pastor that by the time we finish on Friday, me and her will go to my house. And she come back to my house on Saturday, come back to my house on Sunday. She's in my house on Monday. She was in my house on Thursday. She actually was in my house on Wednesday, on Thursday. And then that Friday, we are coming to church. We are coming to church together. All right. We didn't tell pastor that one. So we come to church like as if to say we are coming from different places. And then we sit down there, we hold hands and we pray. And then we say, tell him how many children you want. I've told you that one before. You know what I'm saying? So that's the state. That's the problem right there. You don't know who you're getting married to. You've never been to our house. You need to go to our house. See, one thing I always tell people is that if you want to get married to somebody, go and look at the mother of the woman you want to get married to. Either you like it or not, she will in one way resemble her mother later down the road. If the mother is a very nasty person, if the mother is a very dirty person, if the mother is a very loud person, if the mother is a very angry person, if the mother is a beautiful person, nice, beautiful person, if the mother is actually a very calm person, if the woman is all very neat, very fashionable person, you are going to see your wife that you're about to get married in the same manner. You will never believe how it's going to work. It's going to work all the time. It works all the time. Now I see my wife, she'll be walking around like her mother. I was like, are you copying your mother? No, she's not copying the mother. It's the gene inside of her. Everybody look at me and say, you talk like your dad. I was like, yeah, I talk like my dad because my dad's gene is in me. His blood flows in me. So if before you marry me, go and look at my dad. My dad is a very bad person. My dad is not bad like that, but he's a very tough man. My dad is a very tough man. Very tough man. You don't want my dad is a tough man that all the people on the street, they bring their children to our house for discipline. That's how terrible my dad was. My dad will beat you up, will slap you red and blue. He doesn't care. And stuff like that. So when people see me now, they say, I can see Baba Dioye in you. Okay, that's me. So you want to marry me, first of all, go look at my dad. Check out my dad. Say, Baba Buruku, you don't be woman. I'm not marrying this guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's his stuff. All right. First of all, go there. But luckily, I got married to somebody the same nature like my mother. The same nature like my mother. My mother is a very quiet, easygoing person. Right? She will not sit on your neck. She doesn't want to be where you are all the time. She's not forcing you to actually showcase her on anything. So my wife is exactly carbon copy of my wife. So if my dad and my mom could walk, that's what's making me and her to walk too, because she's the opposite of me. Very quiet, easygoing person. I'm loud. I'm the one that is crazy. All right. So she knows how to bring me down. She knows how to compliment and say, shh. And you see that anytime I bring her on my show, I'm always very quiet. Anytime she's sitting next to me like this, I'll be posting. I'll be like, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank God we are here today. The topic is that why women change after wedding. What do you think, sweetheart? And stuff. That's the way I'm going to be talking. I will never be loud. I will never be loud. I will be quiet. I'll be easygoing. I'll be classy. It's only when she's not on my show I do all this bang bang jiggy. When she's here, I can't. It's like there's something there. It's like there's something there that will actually make me to calm down. I will calm down by fire, by force, alone. I don't know why. I don't know how it happened. It will just happen. For real, it will just happen. It will just happen. Maybe it's her face, or maybe it's her eyes. Maybe she'll look at me like, Toba sorrow. Toba pariwo mi. Maybe you look like Tobasi Nyama Nyama, Tobasi Nyama Nyama. I will just cool down. I will just cool down one time. I will just be very classy and stuff like that. So that's the way it is. That's the way she handles me. All right. So it's different, and that's the way my mom too. My mom was like that exactly. Exactly. You know, before she passed on, she would tell my dad, "It's time for you to sleep," and the man will go to sleep, and then we'll come back and say, the man will say, "Yes, yes, ma." You know, and that's how it is. That's the way it is. You know, sometimes you will see a very tough man like that, and then you see his wife is not tough, but it's like the wife has got something. He's got something to hold the man down. The man cannot, you can't look at the face of that wife. You're going to have to shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down. If I'm angry right now, I'm angry, I'm loud and everything, go and report me to my wife. You know, she will just come and just look at me like this. I will just say, "Oh, Tony, all right." So that's the way it is. Now, so it's very, very good for you to actually plan well. Visit the place. Don't just go to church and be praying. They want you to sit down in the church and pray. Holy Spirit will not teach you all those things. There are certain things that your brain is supposed to be able to do. You're supposed to tell your brain, "This is what I'm looking for," and then you look for it. You have to be physically there in their home. Jeez. You have to be physically there in their home to look at the way they relate. The dad relating with the mom, because she grew up in that home, or he grew up in that home. She must have borrowed a lot of things from the dad or from the mother, and that's what you yourself you're going to be experiencing, and that's what you're going to be enjoying by the time you guys are going to be together. You want to make sure that the woman can cook. Don't just marry just anybody and say, "Okay, I'll find out later down the road." No, make sure the person can cook. If you're the kind of person that loves to eat, you love good food, take your time to do that investigation. Check it out. What's the academic qualification of this person? Don't just allow them to tell you to you by mouth. Make sure you see proofs. Don't marry anyone that cannot get a job. Don't marry anybody that is not marketable. All right. If the person is telling you, "I don't have certificates, I'm not educated," that's not supposed to block you from marrying them. The moment you guys are in love and you feel like, "Okay, this is who I love and I want to be with this woman," you can actually send her to school. You can help her to start a trade. You can help her to do whatever. To do whatever for her to make money. All right. That's not the end of life. If she's not educated, it's not the end of life. All right. There's so many things you could do that can bring money even though you are not that educated. You can actually learn something. She want to go for tailoring. She will end up to become a fashion. I don't know what they call it. The fashion something. As she end up there, she want to go and learn something different like hairdressing or whatever. She can learn all kinds of stuff, and she will make money from doing it. All right. She'll make money from doing that. So when you are planning, always plan to the extent that you will know the nakedness, you'll see the nakedness of the other person. See the nakedness of the other person. Don't let them fool you, and don't try to fool nobody. You see, people change when they come into relationship or marriage and they found out that you've been lying all this while. When they see that you've been lying all this while, that nothing about you is the truth, then they change. Then you're going to now start looking at them as if to say they are bad people. They're not bad people. You caused it. You can't lie throughout the whole time of dating. And then you want them to find it out during the time of marriage and not change. They will change. People will change when they find out that you're lying. If you lie to a woman that you're an engineer, and later after marriage find out that you are not an engineer, you are just in primary school, right? That person is going to change. The person is never going to be happy with you. If that person should find out they are not the owner of the company that you're running, that the company belongs to your friend who is in America, or the company belongs to your dad, they find that out, they're not going to start thinking, "What other stuff did you lie about? What other stuff did you lie about?" All right? That's going to be the next question they're going to be asking you. What other stuff did you lie about? Because now they have already labeled you as a liar. And there's no way you can escape it because you'll be lying also. So they're going to change because there's going to be this lack of trust. There's going to be trust issue in the relationship. So they're going to change. They're going to change. And that's why I always tell people, open up. Tell people, tell her who you are. Tell him who you are. Don't wait until marriage, until you tell that man that you have a kid. Don't wait until marriage to tell them that young boy that's calling me sister me, auntie me, sister me in my house. He's not my little brother. That is my son. That's my daughter. Don't lie. Don't say it's my sister. Don't say it's my mother's last born or whatever. Auntie me. That's your son. Tell the guy. Don't let the guy find out down the road. Now the guy will change because now you've been caught. Now you've been lying all this while, and then the man will now ask you, what else have you been lying about? What else have you been lying about? Because if you can lie about something this very important, automatically you must have been lying about so many other things. Do you have a womb? All right. Is your penis working? Is your sperm working? Have you done all this check or whatever? So at the end of the day, they start doubting you in everything. That you now say, "Oh, she doesn't trust me. Oh, he doesn't trust me." How do you think they're going to trust you if you have been lying all this while? If you've been lying, there's no way they can trust you. Trust don't come through lying. It doesn't. You destroy trust when you lie. You break trust when you lie. That's what lying will do to you. And I believe that we should be able to open up. If the girl is going to marry you, she will. If the guy is going to marry you, he will. If he's not going to marry you, let him move on in his life, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be building a kind of a disaster for yourself in marriage later down the road, when you eventually find out that you are not who you say you are and all that. People change. People change sometimes because of expectation. When they are expecting something, they have labored with you, they believe you are a very promising young man, you have a future, but see, they have been with you for 5 years and it seems like you're not going nowhere. You're not even putting effort. He's not putting effort, he's only sitting there at home, he's complaining, no job, nothing's working. They're going to change eventually when the expectation is actually has been destroyed. They're not expecting anything anymore because they've tried for 5 good years, and right now expectation is not being met. They believe that within 2-3 years you should be able to break through with your level of education, with what you're doing, but they found out they're just laboring with you, suffering with you, and nothing good is ever going to come out of this whole relationship. Then they change. Then they start behaving in a way or whatever. Maybe a guy who's expecting the wife to go to school, and after 2-3 years of persuading her and she refused to yield, the next thing the guy's going to do is the guy's going to change. The guy's going to change. He's going to actually throw in the towel and say, you know what, I'm giving up. I'm giving up on this. I can't do this anymore and stuff. So they give up. Some of them, they give up if they've been talking to you about, we need to buy a house, we need to build a house, we need to do our own, and then you continue to squander the money, drinking. They're going to change. They're going to change. Number one is that I don't want to put my money together with your money. They're changing. Oh, I don't even want to explain anything to you. They're changing. Oh, I don't even care about what you do. They're changing. And you're actually the cause of it. Because marriage is supposed to be planned. The two of you are supposed to sit down and plan together. Where do we want to see ourselves? What do we want to achieve? Where do we want to go? And all of that, and all of that, and all of that. But if you don't have it, at the end of the day, they are expecting something and they are not getting it. Or maybe you are the one expecting something and you're not getting it. At the end of the whole stuff, you're going to get tired and you're going to tell yourself, you know what? I'm done. And I'm done doesn't mean I'm getting divorced. I'm done talking about this whole stuff. I've been talking about it for 20 years and this guy seems not to change. Sometimes we've been talking about stop cheating. And then stop cheating is more or less like when we say it is like you're still getting more energy, your appetite is increasing. Formerly you were cheating with one girl, now you are cheating with 17 girls. And then at the end of the day, your wife is going to change. And then you say, why is she changing? Now she doesn't cook anymore. Or now she's not happy again. She doesn't go to church anymore. Even when she goes to church, she's always very sad. She's changing because she's done. She got to that point now, she's done. All right? She's done. She must have tried. And you refuse to yield. All right? You refuse to. You refuse to yield. So these are some of the things that I see that people don't watch out for. when you're going into relationship, and I'm going to talk more about it in part two. Things that we need to do, because people will change after wedding. They will change after wedding. You please expect it. Always expect that change. They will change after wedding because the excitement is not going to be there anymore. The expectation, has been messed up. They are expecting a very a kind of a happy marriage. They're expecting a prosperous marriage. They're expecting to be in a relationship with somebody who can engage them in talking. They're expecting to be in a relationship with somebody that is transparent, somebody that is actually loyal. They're expecting to be in a relationship with somebody that is actually caring. But after wedding, they found out that this guy is not caring. He's always going out. He doesn't even spend time at home at all. They're expecting to have somebody who will make love to them passionately. But this guy is not able to do it. He has spent his whole energy outside with another woman and coming home just to have 2 second sex with them and all kinds of stuff. They're going to change. People are going to change when you squander the money. They're going to change when they plan and you don't follow the plan. They're going to change when you're abusive. They're going to change when you're abusive. They're going to change when you are a mommy's boy. Women will change. Men will change if you can't cook, if you can't respect. Men would change if you are not, loyal to them also. There's so many things that we need to put into consideration before we jump into marriage, and that will really, really bless our home. So, for you guys that are listening right now, premarital counseling is very important. You're a young brother, you're a young sister. Don't go into that relationship until you sign up for premarital counseling. I'm not going to lie to you. Don't enter into that relationship. Don't go into that relationship until you sign up for the premarital counseling. Until you do that, don't. All right. Let me read this comment by Prince Oluolabi. I know someone that his wife divorced after 27 years and 4 kids. She believed nothing is going to work for him again. Immediately after she sent him out, things changed for him beyond expectation, and he's rich and doing fine now. Yes, there are some people like that. The story is not always for everybody, for some certain people. And now I want to let you know one thing. It's possible because the wife left, that could wake him up. See, you will find out that people that you see them, they have not made life, you see them all the time, you greet other people, you push them aside, and all kinds of stuff. Every day you push them aside is giving them strength. They continue to say, you know what, I'm going to prove these people wrong one day. I'm going to prove these people wrong one day. Every time you do something bad to him, you are giving him more energy to work on himself. So it's possible for that man, after hitting the rock bottom, to now tell himself, you know what, I can't sit here. I think I need to do something. Now my kids and my wife are gone. I need to prove to them that I'm not a lazy person. So now he will now wake up to put more effort into what he's doing. Sometimes you need that change. Sometimes you need that push. Sometimes you need it for you to be able to get to where you're going. That's why I always tell husbands and wives, counseling session is always very important for you guys. Just don't throw in the towel, don't just kick him out, don't just kick her out. All right? Let the counselor listen to the story. Let us interpret what she's saying. That sometimes when a woman is talking, a man don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. They just don't want to listen at all. And when a man is talking, a woman don't want to listen. You guys will make a wall. You build a wall in between each other, and the responsibility of the counselor is to listen to the man, and then interpret what he's saying to the woman, and listen to the woman interpret what she's saying to the man, and then the two of you will now say, "Oh, is that what she's saying?" Of course, that's what she's saying. Just like the story of today. The guy said, I've been working, paying bills, and my wife has been saving her own money, and she's able to save $100,000. $100,000. And now I lost my job. My wife is now asking me to go and drive Uber. Is that not a wicked wife? My father actually told me not to marry her, but I rejected my dad's counsel to marry this wicked woman. And then when I asked the woman what happened, the woman said, well, we had an agreement that we're going to save all my money so that we can buy a house. And the more money we're able to save is going to actually bring down our monthly mortgage so that we won't be paying too much. And I said, instead of we spending that money that is being saved, why don't you convert your car into Uber so that Uber can continue to pay our bill as we are continuing to save the money, and then we'll be able to buy the house. Now, this is a very brilliant idea. The two of them agreed, but the man forgot at the time. So my job as a counselor is to actually ask the man, did you remember that you guys had a conversation like that? He said, yes. I said, what was the conclusion? He said, for us to save our home money so that we can buy the house. I said, good. That means she's right. I said, yes. All right. How come you're now changing your mind about it? He said, but because I don't have a job anymore, and I think that we should use whatever we have right now to pay the mortgage, the bills, so that by that time I can wait for me to get a job and go. I said, what are you going to be doing pending the time you're going to get a job? He said, nothing. I said, that's where you're having problem. Your wife is a one-way directional person. Believe that we need to continue to save the money, and then you can go and drive Uber pending the time that you are going to get a better job. It doesn't mean that she's not going to use part of her own salary to pay the bill. Some of the money will still be going into savings while she's going to be using part of her own salary to join with whatever it is that you're making in Uber, and then you guys can continue to pay the bills while you continue to save for the house. He was like, wow, yeah, now I understand. Now I got it. See, very simple. But when the wife was saying something about it, he didn't want to listen. But when I was saying something about it, he listened to me because I was speaking his language to him as a man. As a man. I was speaking his language to him as a man, that this is exactly what your wife is looking at. He missed the part of the wife is offering to pay part of the bill with whatever she's making and still be saving part of the money for the house. All right? They actually wanted to buy a house, and the house they want to buy is just only $240,000 house. And if they're able to save $100,000, they already pay half of the mortgage, all right, of the house. So they're going to be borrowing money for only $140,000, and that may make their monthly to be probably like $1,000 or maybe less than that. They might be paying $900 on the mortgage every month and stuff. And that's exactly what is good for them to do, and that's exactly what the wife is calculating. So sometimes it's difficult, and that is why you need to go for counseling. Let the counselor, who is not part of the problem, or who is not part of the system, who is not feeling any pain, be able to listen to the first side and the second side, and now be able to now interpret whatever it is that they're doing to each other. So now when you have waited for 24 or 27 years and the guy is not changing, all right, you're not supposed to wait for 27 years. 27 years is a long time to wait for somebody to change or to do something, all right? Even though after 27 years, and when he was able to hit the rock bottom, he was able to bounce back, all right? We're not supposed to look at the woman as the woman is the wicked one. Maybe the woman is the one tying him down. No, the woman didn't tie him down. Situation around him made him to actually put a little bit more effort into his life to break through. The effort that he's supposed to have put in before. The effort supposed to have put in before, now he's putting the effort in now, and that's why he's seeing the result right this moment. And then let me tell you something. Even though the woman is gone, and he is still there and is making it, doesn't mean that the woman is going to be poor. All right? She will make it too. The guy is going to make it too. And if the two of them wants to come back together, I think it's a good idea for them too, because right now a situation happened that actually brought prosperity to the life of the man, and right now they can come back, together. And if they want to just stay separated, that's fine. That's fine by them. If they are actually able to do that, it's fine. All right? So it's too comfortable when the woman was there. Thank you. Thank you. The woman collected everything he worked for, including property in Africa, during the divorce, of course. All right? And that was what actually pushed him to go and do the work he's doing right now to make it. Now, you see, we need to hear the two sides, what happened to the two of them, before we can now say, okay, maybe the woman is the wicked one, or the man actually did a wicked thing, or maybe the man is lazy, or the man is the one that didn't put any effort into his life. We're only assuming here. This is all our assumption. We don't have any story to back us up. Right now, we don't know exactly what happened. Only if Prince can give us an idea of what really happened there without being biased, what exactly happened in the relationship. That would be another way we can actually do it. And if the man has got property in Africa and got property here, that means the man is already making it. He's actually a prosperous man already. For him to have property in Africa and have property in this place also. You know what I'm saying? It's a prosperous man. Something else happened. We need to look at what happened to be able to judge the case. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay! Hallelujah. Orin ayọ̀ lẹ́nu mi. Ijó ayọ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ mi. Tẹ́wọ́ ayọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi. All right, guys, please don't forget, guys. The link below, the chat box, we are actually raising money for the young lady, 24 years old, diagnosed with breast cancer in Nigeria. They need $3,400 or $3,900. I don't know. I can't say right now. For the first treatment, we have given them some money. Some other people are giving them some money also. But I need you guys to actually help out, whatever it is that you have. Whatever it is that you have, I want you guys to be able to donate it. I know you guys have not been seeing updates on my wall, but this time, the link is at the bottom of that chat box. You will see it there. All you need to do is just to click it and just go over there and make your donation. Make your donation. I believe we can actually raise the $3,000 to give onto that particular young lady. Let's save a life. Breast cancer is no longer killing. They're finding solution to it now. I believe she will find solution also, and it's going to help you. You are going to be the one to help out in one way or the other. So you see the link at the bottom of that video. Please click it. I want to appeal to you. There is no amount that is too small. It's too small to give. Mímọ́ Olódùmarè. Ọwọ́ kẹ̀mbẹ̀rẹ̀ bí ìjà. Olọ́run àwọn baba ńlá mi. Mímọ́ o. Yé. Òkè jágbájìgbì. Yé. Arábárìbìtì. Ọkọ̀ jàgàdàjàgàdà màgàwọ̀ mágàwọ̀. Ẹ kó mbẹ́. Ó ń bọ̀. Ẹ̀gbin náà dànù. Èyí dà. Tí pọ̀ tó. Ayérayé. Ilẹ̀ mìíràn ìyanrìn. Kábíyèsí ẹ. Òní Léòní títí ayé ànípẹ̀kun Olódùmarè. Bàbá ń bọ̀ o. I see Grace George. You're looking for the link. Sister Oluwajuwonlo Omotaya, please can you please help me copy that link and post it back inside of the box so that she can see it. Omega. Oh, Jehovah. Yewande, she's not around. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. My wife is not around here, and they call my wife. Nothing's going to happen. Hey! If no be say you. No. Yeah. Sídá, bàbá pẹ́ wá ò ṣe. Wọ́n rò pé mo ti kú. Ọ̀rà. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ mú jójó. Ìdára ooo. Ìdára ooo. Ọ̀rẹ́ kẹ́mà ò ṣe. Àsìdá. Why do you sound like those people that sing off key with random outburst at the train station when they have headset on? Àtẹ̀wọ́ ni mo fi yàmọ̀ bí mo bá mo lé. Tó lè pàtẹ́wọ́. Feel it. This one is dedicated to my wife. Happy birthday. Today is her birthday. Ìbà fẹ́lẹ́ dùn márùn. Laura Obiye, thank you very much for that $20 blast. Super blast. So maybe we could use the super chat. We can use the super chat if you are actually on YouTube. You can actually send a super chat instead of looking for the link. Send a super chat quickly. Any amount of money you want to donate towards the cancer patient, please go ahead and do so with a super blast. Thank you very much, Laura Obiyan. Ìbà fẹ́lẹ́ dùn márùn. Bàbá Jésù, Ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí mímọ́, ìbà f'Olúọ̀run, ìbà f'Ẹlẹ́dùmarè. Bàbá Jésù, Ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí mímọ́. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, if you're on Facebook, click that link, make your donation tonight. I'm going to still put it on my wall for you guys to see it by the grace of God tonight before I sleep. But I need you guys to go ahead and do that donation tonight. Donate. Let us help this young lady. Let's save another life. All right. Thank you very much, Grace George, for that $4.99. Another $4.99 just came in. Thank you very much. God bless you. If you want to use Zelle. If anybody would like to use Zelle, you can use Zelle also with this number. I'm going to type it in. 405-550-5135. All right. Right there. You're going to see it right there in the chat box. You're going to see it in the chat box right there. You want to use Zelle. You can actually make that donation, any amount of money you want to actually donate. Look at the bottom of the chat. The bottom of that chat box. Olu Ola Tokunbo Adelani. the bottom of the chat box, you will see the link I actually attached there. Click that link. That link will take you there. Will take you there. All right. I was on YouTube, but I had to come on here to donate. Oh wow. Oluwakemi Oyewole. Thank you very much. Please, I want to send more. Why did he show me only $4.99 to purchase? I'm not sure, but try as much as possible to go back there and check it out. Grace George. And if you can use Zelle, you can go ahead and use Zelle with that number 405 550 5135. You can use Zelle to make that donation also by the grace of God. And for those that would love to use the link is at the bottom of that video. I mean, the chat box. I actually pin it over there so you can click it. It's going to take you to where you're going to actually make that donation. But I believe that the super chat is supposed to give you more options. You see it at the bottom of it. Where you click for the super chat, you should be able to give more. And for those that would love to give through PayPal, you can do so. For those that would like to give through Cash App, or Zelle, you guys can use the same number 405 550 5135. 405 550 5135. The start thing isn't working for me. I'm not sure why it's not working. Oh, you can. But I will figure it out later. Don't let us use that one right now. You can use Cash App or Zelle with that number. Can you change your donation amount? Yes, I will change it. I will change the donation amount. Let me see if I can change it. Okay. I will see if I can change it. But I can't change it right now. But I will change it later. All right, let me quickly go there and see if it can be changed. Okay, here it is. Let me click this. All right. Edit. All right. The amount is 3,500. Done. Then save. All right. Now it's done. Now it's done. Now I have 3,500 to raise. We already have $677 right now. We have $677 right now. We need more. We're going $3,500. Please go ahead and just make that donation. People that would love to donate through Zelle, you can actually go ahead and do that through Zelle. You want to do it through Cash App also. You can do Cash App also. Tonight by the grace of God. Somebody's been calling me. All right. Ẹni ńlá. Eléyìí ti gbọ́rọ̀ gbàròyé. So let's go ahead and just make that donation tonight by the grace of God. Please go ahead and donate. We need to reach out to that young lady. Let's help her out. Get her out of that cancer hospital by the grace of God. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. Have a beautiful, 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 beautiful weekend by the grace of God. Tomorrow is Friday. We're going to be having a whole lot of fun tomorrow by the grace of God. Let me see if I can play something for you guys. Ọba nípẹ̀kun olùdáyé. Oh, I don't have it. Okay. Let me leave that one alone. Rhoda Okoba, thank you very much. God bless you. So I'll see you guys later by the grace of God. Have a beautiful day. Bye.